So again, what I use here is the minimum. So we have 54 times 0.52, then we have 28.08 hours. So the total number of hours will be 142.02 plus 70.2 plus 28.08, and that is 240.3 hours. Okay, for one working day, it will require 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours yung one working day. The total number of hours will be divided by 8 hours, such that we will able to determine the number of days. So we have number of days, that is 240.3 divided by 8, that is 30.04 days for one laborer. So pag isa lang yung laborer mo, then aabutin siya ng isang buwan para ma-excavate at saka ma-spread o ma-backfill yung excavation natin. So instead of doing that, then if there are 6 laborers, then the number of days will be 30.04 divided by 6, and that will require 5 days. So therefore, the number of manpower is 6, and the number of days is 5. So we can determine now the number of manpower and the number of days. So this will be now the answer. So pwedeng magbabago ito for as long as the number of days will be 30 days for one laborer. Pag gumamit ka naman ng 8 laborer, then that will be 30.04 divided by 8. Pag 8 yung laborer mo. And you have 3.755 days or approximately 4 days. 4 days naman yung number of days niya if the number of manpower will be 8. Okay, so that is the computation on the number of manpower and number of days. Okay, so we have excavating with backhoe. The information contained for backhoes is based on a 60-minute an hour or 100% efficient. The estimator should apply a job efficiency factor to the figure shown in the table based on personal judgment or knowledge of actual job conditions. Okay, so we have also by the use of the backhoe, if the bucket, pag yung bucket niya, that is 0.38 cubic meter of loose sand, then the output of the backhoe is 57 to 103 cubic meter per hour. So, yan naman yung capacity ng backhoe. If the bucket size is 0.57 cubic meter, then we have 69 to 155 cubic meter per hour. Okay, so if that is 0.76 cubic meter yung bucket niya, then we have 92 to 206 cubic meter per hour. If we have 0.956, then we have 115 to 230 cubic meter per hour. So for 1.15, that is 118 to 275 cubic meter per hour. So for 1.34, we have 138 to 321 cubic meter per hour. For 1.53, that is 157 to 321 cubic meter per hour. Then for 1.72, we have 177 to 361 cubic meter per hour. Okay, so iyan yung capacity niya. Again, let's have this example number 2. So katulad din sa example number 1, but the thing that we have to consider here is that is only the excavation. Okay, so in example number 2, estimate the number of hours to excavate a trench in confined area. The trench is 1 meter wide, 1.2 meter deep, and 45 meter long in sandy loam. The bucket payload is 0.38 cubic meter. So, DJ bucket na, di makarga na no, ano, kada ikaot na DJ bucket, that is 0.38 cubic meter. Okay, so we have the efficiency is 80% efficient. Okay, so the volume is 1 times 1.2, then multiplied by 45. So we have 54 cubic meter. So number of hours, that is 54 cubic meter yan. And we divide 57 cubic meter per hour. So i-divide natin yung capacity niya, that is 54 cubic meter divided by 57 cubic meter per hour, and that will be in hour. So since the efficiency of the backhoe is 80%, so therefore we have 0.95 hours, we divide that by the efficiency. So ang output natin ngayon, it will be, ma-excavate niya yan within 1.2 hours. So that is true when yung operator ng backhoe, hindi siya hangin dito ang karasardeng. Kasi no karasardeng, then yung 1.2 hours magiging lalaki yan. So baka maging half din 1. So that is 4 hours. Okay, so we have the efficiency. So yan yung efficiency. So that depends on the efficiency. Kung nakikita natin na ang efficiency niya is 50%, so we divide that by 0.5. So 0.5 naman ang i-divide natin if the efficient is 50%. So that depends on the efficient at saka yung working condition. Okay, so in concreting, we have the formworks. So kailangan natin muna yung formworks before we can apply the concreting. So we have labor hours required to build and remove. So dito, pareho lang yung pag-build mo and pagre-remove ng forms. For 100 square feet of beam and slab type of concrete floor. So with no supporting stringer and the height of ceiling in feet, so this is all heights. Then ang laborer natin, we have the carpenter and the labor. So for every 1 carpenter, there is 1 labor dito. And the labor hours, we have For carpenter, that is 3 to 4 hours for every 100 square feet. Then, ang labor naman, that is 2 to 2.5 hours. Then with supporting stringer, the height of the ceiling is 10 to 14 feet. So that is 10 to 14 feet. Then ito naman, that is 14 to 16 feet. So labor hours with shores. Then dito naman, with adjustable shores. So the laborer or the carpenter, it will require 4 to 5 hours. When there is an adjustable shores, liliit yung capacity niya, that is 4 to 4.5 hours. Then ang helper naman, that is 3 to 5 hours. Then for the adjustable shores, we have 2.5 to 3 hours. If the height of the ceiling is 14 to 16 feet, ang carpenter, it will require 4.5 to 5.5 hours. Then with adjustable shores, that is 4 to 4.5 hours. For the helper, we have 3.5 to 4 hours. With adjustable shores, we have 2.5 to 4 hours. Okay, so mas madali kasi itong adjustable shores. Naka-built-in na yung shoring natin doon. While if that is wooden shores, medyo mas maraming oras ang gugugulin dito. Okay, so we have another example here. Estimate the number of days and number of manpower for the building and removing of forms for a beam and slab type concrete floor using adjustable shoring. The building dimension is 5 meter by 12 meter and the height of ceiling is 12 feet. Okay, so the area of the slab is 5 times 12, then we have 60. So 60 square meter. For 100 square foot or square feet, and that is equivalent to 9.29 square meter. Okay, so bale 100 divided by 3.28 square, and that is 9.29 or 295 square meter. So for a 12 feet height with adjustable shores, so yung 12 feet, that is in the range between 10 and 14. So nandito yung 12 feet. And we are using the adjustable shores, so ito yung kailangan natin na result. Okay, for the carpenter, we have 4 hours. 4 hours for the carpenter. Then for the laborer, that is 2.5 hours. Okay, so yung carpenter natin, we have 60. The area is 60 square meter. Then we convert that to square foot. So that is, divide that by 9.29. Then naka-square feet na siya. And that is multiplied by 4. So i-multiply natin ng 4. So 60 divide 9.29, then multiply that by 4. So we have 25.83 hours. Then for the helper, so 60 divide 9.29, then multiply that by 2.5, then we have 6.14 hours. So the total number of hours is 25.83 plus 6.14, we have 31.97. So 31.97 hours, and we divide that again by 8. So we have 8 hours for one working day. So therefore, 3.99, so say 4 days. So if there are 2 carpenter and 2 laborers, so kasi ito, that is the combination of the carpenter and helper. So sagdudwa dati mo ka. So if we have 2 group, dalawang carpenter and dalawang laborer, then we divide that by 2. Then therefore, the number of working days will be 2 days. So 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So therefore, the number of manpower is 2 carpenter and 2 laborers for 2 days for building and removing of forms. So, ti carpinterom ken ti labor mo, dua for 2 days on the building. Then 2 carpenter and 2 labor for 2 days on the removing. Okay, so in rates in placing reinforcing steel bars, dito naman that is hours per ton. Okay, we have the size of bars. If the size of bar is 16 mm and less, so 16 mm and less, 16 mm, 12 mm, kada 10 mm, nandito yung category niya dito. Then for 20 mm and over, so 20 mm and over, that is the 20 mm, 22 mm, 25 mm, 30 mm, digigyan pa. Then over 15. So the number of manpower is over 15 dito. While the number of manpower here is under 15. So bars not tied in place. Okay, DJ hampay nga nagalutan, DJ landok. Okay, so we have over 15, we have 14 to 16 hours per ton. Then under 15, that is 16 to 18 hours per ton for the laborer. Then for the steel setters, 11 to 13 over 15, and under 15, that is 13 to 15. So bars tied in place. Okay, yung bar, you will able to tie that in the on the placement of the bars. So over 15, we have 16 to 18. Under 15, that is 18 to 20 for the laborer. Then for the steel setters, 12 to 14 and 8 to 10. So for 20 mm and over, we have 11 to 13 and 13 to 15. Then 7 to 9 and 9 to 11. Then 12 to 14 and 14 to 16. Then 8 to 10 and 10 to 12. Okay, so example here. Determine the number of manpower and number of days to install the bars tied in place. Number of bars needed is 120 pieces of 16 mm, then 140 pieces of 12 mm, then 200 pieces of 10 mm. So the weight of the steel bar, that is equal to 7,850 kilogram per meter. So ito yung weight ng steel bar. So 7,850 kilogram per, this should be cubic meter. So this is kilogram per cubic meter. Okay, compute the volume of 16 mm bar. The volume is pi d squared divided by 4. Then the length of the bar is 6 meter. So that is multiplied by 6. So we have 0.001206 cubic meter. Then for 12 mm, the volume is pi d squared divided by 4 multiplied by 6. And we have 0.000678 cubic meter. Then for 10 mm, the volume is pi multiplied by 0.01 squared divided by 4 multiplied by 6. And we have 0.000471 cubic meter. So the total volume, okay, so we have 0.001206 multiplied that by for 1,620 pieces. So multiply that by 120 plus 0.000678, and for 12 mm we have 140. So multiply that by 140 plus 0.000471. Then for 10 mm we have 200 pieces. So multiply that by 200. And the volume now is 0.33384 cubic meter. So the total weight will be 0.33384 multiplied by 7,850. Then, as I've said, this should be 7,850 kilogram per cubic meter. So therefore, ang weight ng steel bars will be 2,620 kilogram. So that is 2,620 kilogram. We know that 1 ton, that is equal to 1,000 kilogram. And for under 15, so under 15 tayo, and we have tied in place. So under 15 and tied in place, 16 mm and less. So ito yung mga kailangan natin dito. Okay, so you can use the average or you can use the minimum or the maximum. So that depends on your choices. Okay, so ang ginamit ko dito is the maximum, yung 20. Okay, so we have 2620 kilogram. Then 1 ton is equal to 1,000 kilogram. So that is 1 ton over 1,000 kilogram. So kilogram over kilogram cancel. Then 20 hours per ton. So this is hours per ton. Okay, so we have 52.4 hours. So 52.4 hours yung kinakailangan natin dito. Then for the steel setter, the number of hours is 2620 multiplied by 1 over 1,000. Then for steel setter, yung 10 naman ang ginamit ko dito. So we have 10. So adjustable tayo dito. So okay, ito, adjustable. We have bars tied in place kung nagtoy, then the size of bar is 16 mm and less. So ito siya. So we have 20 yung ginamit ko sa laborer. Then for steel setters, ang ginamit ko is 10. Okay, so we have multiplied that by 10. So the number of hours for the steel setter is 26.2 hours. Then the total number of days, so we have to add itong dalawa, 52.4 plus 26.2, then divide that by 8. So we have 9.825 days. Okay, so for two steel setters and two labor, so hindi naman natin kailangan ng maraming steel setter dito. So okay lang yung two steel setter at saka two labors. Then we have 9.825 that is divided by 2. And we have 4.9 days, or approximately that is 5 days. So therefore, the manpower here is two steel setters and two laborers to be able to finish the job for 5 days. So 5 days naman. So dito, that is on the yung sa ano dito, yung sa paglalagay ng bakal. So hindi pa kasali dito yung forming of the frame. Siyempre yung DJ panagamit tayo tiring. So di pa nagaramid tiring, that is also another. And it will require the same situation. So the same situation din sa preparation of the rings. Then we have the last topic for today. Labor hours required to place 1 cubic yard to mix and place concrete. Okay, so size of mixer, then method of handling. Then we have the common labor, the foreman, the mixer operator, and the carpenter. So pag hindi tayo gumamit ng mixer, and that is manual labor, so the number of hours to mix 1 cubic yard of concrete, that is 3 to 3.5 hours for the common labor. Then for the foreman, that is 0.33. So wala na tayong mixer operator dito. Hindi na rin kailangan yung carpenter dito. Although pwede rin na kailangan din natin ng carpenter dito. Then for 6S, that is the wheelbarrow. So wheelbarrow naman dito. And we have for the common labor, that is 2 1/4 hours, or 2 1/4 cubic yard. Then the labor hours there is 2 1/4. Then for the foreman, that is 0.12. For the mixer operator, that is also 0.12. And for the carpenter, that is also 0.12. Then 16S, baggies. Okay, pwedeng yung baggy dito, pwedeng i-relate natin ito sa concrete mixer natin na concrete mixer. So that will be on the baggy. And we have 1 7/8 labor hours for 1 cubic yard. Then the foreman, that is 0.1 hour. Then the mixer operator, that is 0.1 hour. The carpenter, that is 0.1 hour. So manpower required for the operation of mixing the concrete and placing the concrete with the size of mixer, whether that is wheelbarrow or baggies, Ang kailangan natin ng manpower is 1 foreman, then 1 carpenter, then 2 person for the boxes. Digijay aghunag ti batu ken dijay darat. So digijay ti agikarga ti batu ken darat kadijay mixer. Then 1 mixer operator. Then the other one is 5 people spreading the concrete. Digijay agiwaras. Digijay agiwaras kada digijay agtitinulong no nga agbuhos. So all in all, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 yung number of manpower natin for the operation of mixing and placing of concrete. But that depends on the size and the location of the project. So the number of manpower may increase. So pwede nating i-increase yung manpower if the project is a little bit medyo mas narigrigat. So that depends on the condition. Okay, so let's have here an example. Determine the number of days in concreting a ground slab 12 meter by 12 meter by 0.1 meter, assuming 10 manpower and using 16S baggies. So ang manpower natin dito is 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 yung manpower natin dito. Then 1 cubic yard, that is equivalent to 0.765 cubic meter. So that is 0.765 cubic meter, yung 1 cubic yard. Then the volume of the concreting, that is 12 times 12 times 0.1. So we have 14.4 cubic meter. For baggies, so ito yung baggy natin. The common labor is 1 and 7/8. Okay, so we have 1 and 7/8. Multiply that by 14.4 cubic meter. Then multiply that by 1 cubic yard per 0.6765 cubic meter. So itong 1 and 7/8, that is hours per cubic yard. So ito, that is hours per cubic yard. So therefore, magka-cancel ngayon yung cubic yard. And the unit here will be we have 35.29 hours. Then for the foreman, 0.1 times 14.4 times 1 divided by 0.765, we have 1.88 hours. Pareho sa mixer operator, then pareho rin sa carpenter, that is 1.88 hours. So the number of hours, that is 35.29 plus 1.88, tatlong 1.88 plus 1.88 plus 1.88. So we have 40.93 hours. So we divide that by 8. That is the working days, working hours for 1 day. So we have 40.93 divided by 8, and that is 5.12 days. So 5.12 days, pwedeng gawin nating 5.5 days. So i-round natin yung 0.12, and that will be rounded to 5.5 days. Okay, so that is the topic on computing on the excavation by hand and by backhoe. Then we have also the concreting, it is formworks. So ito yung formworks natin. Then we have an example on the rates in placing steel bars. So ito naman yung rates and placing the steel bars. And we have also the concreting of yung concreting natin. So we have here the example on the concreting. Okay, so in this case, pwede nyo nang i-compute yung final requirement ninyo. Okay, yung final requirement ninyo, that is the same with the requirement in the prelim midterm. So ituloy yun lang DJ. Ituloy yun lang, then the thing that you have to do there is compute the number of manpower at saka number of days. So yun yung i-compute nyo dito sa requirement nyo for finals. Okay, any question?
Same project, design sir, continuation na dito midterm requirements ni?
When isumet lain.
So tilang required sir manpower, number of manpower can number of days?
When isu data.
Okay sir.
Adadan to pa ituloy ko toy. Continuation ng tumit lang. So di kijay finishes, dijay, then painting. So di kijay to lang ki ituloy ko to yan. So basit lang yan. Well, ituloy nyo lang DJ. Ituloy nyo DJ, inobra yun at lang.